Welcome everyone to another legit crypto session. I'm Topster and I'm joined, hosted with Mark. Legit Crypto Lounge, we're aiming to try to bring real projects together with real people. And today we are joined by the team from, get the pronunciation right, Kuy Token?
Yes, that's correct.
And we've got Edgart speaking, who is the lead of the project. So we'll hand over to Edgart. If you want to give you an introduction of yourself, Edgart, what real life experiences you're bringing into the project, your crypto experiences, and any other team members that you think are relevant that you might want to mention.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Edgart Hartono. I'm from Indonesia. So actually, I have a long journey experience in digital marketing, and actually I have maybe like around like 1 year's experience in a crypto industry, and then I have also my team mainly in Indonesia, and consists of many various industry helping me, including the game industry, and of course seniors in Indonesia blockchain industry, such as Flexanium. So we built the strong team to create this project, Kuy Token. So that's a short introduction about me. And also I have like several partnership to make it happen with like Kryptonite marketing and legacy capital to make it happen.
Perfect. And how did you guys form together as a team? How did you bring everyone together?
Yeah, I think they all are joining this right now, and yeah, team is joining and listening.
Oh, sorry. No, I mean, how did you bring everyone together? How did you decide to put your team together? Do you know what I mean? Did you know each other previously, or have you come together for this project?
Oh no. Actually, I create this project with several of my team, the developer, and then we comes up with an idea to create a crypto token. In Indonesia is I think based on Gemini exchange survey, that's Indonesia and Brazil is the highest crypto adoption in the world. I think the survey made on March 2022, and then so at that time also we are considering to create a token, and then I try to build the team, mostly in Indonesia, and after preparing everything, all the smart contracts, all the stuff, and then I'm thinking about how to do the marketing, and at that time I searched for the right partner to help me for the marketing, and then I decide to invite Kryptonite marketing, and then legacy capital to help me. Yeah, so that's the short journey about my team.
Perfect. And we'll get into this a little bit later, but play to earn gaming is a big thing in Indonesia as well, right?
Yes.
So you feel like you can hone in on that market?
Yeah. So we actually the token itself, if don't have any utility, it will become like maybe like many of tokens, in here we call like shit coin, there's no utility. So
Yeah.
I try to, when I have my idea about the token, so I try to looking for a partner especially in Indonesia, and I got many connection in game industry because previously I have a long journey working with the game publisher and game developer in Southeast Asia. So I talked with the biggest game publisher in Indonesia. It's called a Lito Game. So they already launched Ragnarok in Indonesia, and several big name, you know, like RF and then Perfect World. So I discussed with them, and finally they agree to become my partner, and they will launch their game Dekaron, and integrating blockchain technology. So it's gonna be, I think in Southeast Asia, not so many games MMORPG for play to earn. So then we decide to have this. The current game is the MMORPG game doing play to earn.
Okay, cool. Well, let's rewind a little bit. Tell us about what you are creating here from the overview of the project that you're trying to create, and what you're doing, and we'll take it from there and delve into the partnerships a little bit more.
Okay, so actually we try to create some kind of a game file. Actually it's a utility token, but we are not only focusing on game. Why we are now talking about the game? Because I think game is the game industry is very easier to entering the Web3, because all the developer in Web2 they can easily, you know, like changing their system into Web3. I think they are very easier to integrate that. But we also aiming for several creative industry to use our token. So we are gonna create we have a 4 ecosystem for our token. First is the token itself, and we call it a game token. And then we have a decentralized wallet. We are gonna have like NFT marketplace, and we have a multi-chain infrastructure. So that's the 4 ecosystem in my token. Yeah.
Perfect. So you're not creating this game, are you? You are hoping for adoption from games to use the game token. Is that correct?
Yes.
Am I understanding right?
Yes. So we are not the game developer. So we are just like a solution, just like a hub. So I try to introduce this solution to several game publisher and game developer if they want to, you know, like entering the Web3. So
yep.
it's many effort for a game developer to, you know, create the Web3 experience. They have to also thinking about they need to create the token itself, and they have to create everything, you know, just like what I'm doing here. Maybe like almost like 6 months creating only a 1 token. You know, it's really a big effort. And then I think we create the system, and then we try to partnership with several game publisher and other creative industry, of course.
Okay, so the Kuy token, will that be the game token that's used by all the other games?
Yes, it's gonna be a game token right now, but okay. Now we are also discussing with a movies company in Indonesia. So they want to, you know, to integrate something with the token. They want to create, you know, like crowdfunding for the movie, and then create some kind of like an NFT for the movie. So now we are on discussion with the company, you know, to make it happen.
Okay, interesting. So that's a possible future plan then, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's start with your revenue? Where are you earning money from? Are you planning to be paid by the people that, as a service for the people that integrate the token, as like a service fee, or how are you going to generate money through the project and put into the project?
Okay, so with how we get the money, I mean, like, yeah, I know you the revenue, right? So when we are doing a partnership, for example, with the Lito, the game publisher, so I have an agreement. So they of course need to allocate several token into their game, and that's one of our revenue. And in the future, of course, right now, we actually in my tokenomic there's an ecosystem allocated. So we give the token allocation for the ecosystem to more and more publisher. And right now, we are more open to invite many publisher, many developer to joining the Kuy Token. And it's gonna be the owner of the game publisher or game developer need to to allocate several token with them. But for all people who play the game itself, they can earn the token because mostly it's free to play and play to earn. So they will get their game currency token and they can exchange into a Kuy token. And of course, the game will have like several like armor or weapon or like mounting. They can also buy the with the Kuy token, and then they can change. They can have the armor or maybe the weapon.
Okay, so like paying for upgrades, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you just mentioned there that obviously a game might have its own token in its own ecosystem, like a in-game currency, right? And you spoke about them being able to swap that in-game currency for Kuy token as a reward for playing, right? So they're earning while they're playing.
Yes.
So when this, let's say I own a game project and I've got my own in-game currency, I approach you guys and I want to reward my players through paying them. I presuming that I'm going to pay you a fee or am I buying a percentage of the tokens off the supply and then paying you a fee, or how does it work?
Okay, so for right now, I think I'm more flexible about the situation because I need them because if many of the game developer and game publisher joining my token, so the valuation of the token will also get high, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm charging is for the game publisher and game developer. Of course, they need to allocate a certain token, and but from our side, we also give them allocate several token for their game. So this is a more like a business agreement. Maybe the game developer or game publisher can discuss the win-win solution with a Kuy token and of course with the game publisher.
Okay. See, I'm just trying to imagine. Obviously, you have people playing the game and basically taking Kuy token out and selling them potentially. So I was trying to work out where the funding was going to come for that. If you see where I was reaching at.
Yeah. So usually it's gonna be covered by the game publisher and game developer itself.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. So you've got Dekaron. Are they already agreed and signed up? Are they?
Yes. So actually, the agreement is on March, end of March, and we did a press release about it. And the game is already completed. There's gonna be a pre-registration around mid of July. I mean this month. And then after the pre-registration took maybe like 1 or 2 weeks, then it's gonna be open for a closed beta testing. And then after the closed beta testing, maybe for 2 weeks, and then we try to launch the official game. So it's gonna be launched on September. So closed beta testing is gonna be launched on August, and then and it's gonna be launched on September.
Okay, so is the game currently playable? I haven't tried to download it or start the game or anything.
The game right now is not playable.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, no, so I was just trying to establish whether it was an existing game and they were going to import Kuy Token into their ecosystem, or whether it's a brand new game that is going to release as a play to earn game. So yeah, that makes sense. So the game is fully developed. Did you say?
Yes, yeah, fully developed. So we just need try the closed beta testing and make sure everything perfect works perfectly, and then we're gonna
looking for September. Did you say? Probably by the time the token's integrated into the game and the game's fully running.
Yes. Yes, the game will be launched officially on September, but closed beta testing will be run on August.
Okay, cool. Mark, have you got any questions on the game token and how that's going to work?
Have you already gone into detail of? Sorry, I'm doing background stuff. But the actual game itself, have you gone into the details of what type of game it is?
Not so to speak, because it is an MMO RPG, so multiplayer online, a role-playing game. I guess because these guys aren't developing the game, it's slightly irrelevant. But we could dig into that a little bit if you want. So. Are you, in the game, they're going to be earning currency, correct? Is that right?
Yes, correct.
And that's for like the more you're playing, the more you're getting and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know where to go with that really, because if the game's all fully developed and it's not something you've developed, then there isn't really a great deal to explore, and I'm guessing it's not your specialist subject, since you're developing the token that's going to run on the game, not the game itself.
Yeah.
But this the agreement's done, is it? And then that's all confirmed, and that's ready to go in September. Is that right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Let's talk. So it was the game wallet that you're developing.
Yes.
This is going to be.
It's going to be on a Q3. So why we create the game wallet? Because we are now on discussion with another game publisher. So because they're mostly the game, they have their own currency. So we're gonna create a game wallet. So it's gonna be like. For Dekaron, they have their currency called Caronium, and then they're gonna be like another game publisher joining, so they will create their own currency, and with the game wallet, they can swap into a Kuy token.
Okay, right. So the game tokens that they create will have no value in as such that they can sell that, but if they wanted to take the money out, they have to swap it into Kuy token to then sell. Yes. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
So within that game wallet, you can have different in-game currencies, if you like, which can all be swapped for Kuy token to be cashed out.
Yeah. Yes, that's correct.
Okay, I understand. And Is that developed at the minute? Is the game wallet complete, or has it still got work to be done?
Still on development, so I haven't completed yet.
Okay. How many developers have you got on your team? Is it just yourself? Have you got other developers involved as well?
Now we got a team for development in here. So the schedule is on Q3 because now we are ongoing discuss with another game publisher. So we should make it quick.
Yeah. There we go.
Just a question from the community. Do they need to hold the token in order to be eligible to play the game?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah. Do people need to hold the token in order to be eligible to play the game itself?
No. It's free to play. You can just play the game. You don't need to buy the token.
But if you wanted to do the play to earn element, would you need to hold the token?
No, I don't think so, because if Dekaron's going to have its own in-game currency that you swap for Kuy Token, you wouldn't necessarily have to own Kuy Token to get in, would you? But you're going to fund upgrades through Kuy Token. Was that right? Am I understanding right of that?
Yes. That's correct.
So if somebody wanted to upgrade their character in the game, then buying Kuy Token would give you an advantage. If you were okay. And will the game have their own revenue streams to get in-game items, or will it be solely funded with Kuy Token? So the only way to upgrade in-game is to use Kuy Token, or would there be other ways to do that?
So the upgrade all use their game currency token. So but you need to buy the Kuy Token and then exchange into the game currency token. Sorry, exchange into the game currency. Then you can buy the item.
Okay, and okay, so you can earn in-game currency, right? But if you were to speed things up, you could buy Kuy Token to buy in-game currency. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, I understand. I hope that answers the question. Whoever asked that.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Okay. So we were talking about the development team. How have you funded everything up until now? Have you used this seed private money to fund this, or has it come out of pocket or investments?
Yeah. It's actually a mix. I think we have private seeds, and then I got I get funded also with myself for the team. So I promised to my team they will get the token, because I'm to be honest, I'm not really pay them good enough, but they all believe in my vision. I mean, like a long-term vision for the project. So the team will get the token, but it's a long fasting. Actually, they will get maybe within like in January 2023, and of course with the fasting.
Yeah, we'll go through a little bit of the structure in a little bit, if that's okay with you. We'll stick on the token utility and the project utility, and then we'll come and we'll do a quick run through of the distribution, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So the marketplace is essentially an NFT marketplace, so to speak, for in-game items for all the games. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
So again, and this is where the element comes into. You can buy the upgrades through the marketplace.
Yes.
To apply in game.
Yeah. Oh, and of course you can sell the item in games.
Okay, and just is the game token wallet and the game wallet and the marketplace, are they planning to be live in September when the game comes out? Wallet.
Yeah, actually, it's gonna be launched in the NFT. It's gonna be in a 4 phase. It's going to be launched in 2023 quarter 1. So we try to make it happen the wallet first, and then we try to build actually the GameFi stacking. Everything is going to be in quarter 3. I'm sorry, I haven't updated that. So the stacking is going to be in quarter 3. Comes with the wallet.
Okay, so the wallet will be launched at the same time as the Dekaron launch.
After the Dekaron launch, it's going to be we are trying to create. We are on development for the stacking and also with the wallet. So all in quarter 3. Because you know, like everyone's get the token itself, and they want to, you know, like they have the Kuy token, so we give them you know, they can have their token stacking, so they will be more happy.
Yeah, understood. Okay, let's move on to this last piece of utility, multi-chain infrastructure. Do you want to explain a little bit about this?
Okay, so actually we at first, you know, I got my team, and you know, in here there's a one blockchain in a local Indonesia. It's called Texanium. So we also thinking about the possibility to do the multi-chain. So now we are developing ongoing. We are gonna also launch the Kuy token also in other blockchain, Texanium. I think it's not really go global. I think it's only for Indonesia. And then the multi-chain infrastructure, actually we create several API in here to more easier for like a Web2 developer, and then they can, you know, like integrate everything into Web3. So it's actually is more back-end system.
All right, understood. Yeah, so you will be launching on Binance Smart Chain.
Yeah,
and using the token on Vexanium. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then eventually releasing your own blockchain, or will that run on? Sorry, or will that run on Vexanium?
Yeah. Actually, Vexanium have their own blockchain, and then they have, you know, like several features, you know, like a swap, and then they have their own wallet, and actually it's like other blockchains, but now we are trying to, you know, integrate this, so it could be for example, now it's a BSC BP20, and they got the Kuy token in BP20, and they can, you know, like bridging into the Vexanium blockchain.
Okay.
And then they can, you know, like stack something in a Vexanium, and they can, you know, like swap everything in Vexanium blockchain. And it goes two-way also. So people which have the Kuy token in Vexanium blockchain, they can also change bridging into like BP20 or BSG.
Okay. So have you designated some of the supply for the Vexanium side of it, or are you bridging those later, or would I be adding to the supply?
Actually, I'm allocate from the ecosystem, from the ecosystem. So actually, it's still the 100 million total supply.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. We'll run through that distribution in a little bit. Mark, have you got any questions to this point on a project, or how the token is going to work, or is there any from?
No, we've answered. I've been answering them from the chat as we're going, but yeah, nothing from me at this moment.
All right, cool. Did you want to add anything else on about the utility and the project, Edgart? In terms of the utility and the project and what you're doing with that.
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, sorry. I just wanted to say, have we missed anything out that you wanted to mention about the token itself or the project?
Oh no, all is good. I think I got everything explained.
Perfect. All
Sorry,
right.
there is just one more question from the community, Dr. Oxygen. So, is there some deal agreement on percentage with the game owners, or is there some way that profits will be shared since they're acting like a mediator for the maker of the games and the players?
So actually, it's a agreement between me and the game publisher and game developer based on the percentage.
Okay, so that's between yourself, as in the business, and the game, as opposed to feeding into the project and the token.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's dive through your tokenomics a little bit, because it's I guess it's unusual for people to see a supply like this in this space. However, a token with real utility does need a lot of the supply of tokens in order to work and do what it's intended to do if it has real purpose and utility.
Yeah.
So, you know, when I first came on to PinkSale Link and I saw that it was 95% team vesting, I was a bit like, oh, okay. But
actually, it's not literally a team.
No, exactly. Right.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
this is the breakdown of that 95%. Yeah.
Yes.
Which, you know, all checks out here. You can, you know, see each bit of the supply that's been allocated. You can view it on PinkSale, so you can see that that's set aside for marketing. So let's delve into this a little bit and find out what your plans are for this. You've had a private and seed sale so far up until now?
Yes, we did that on March or April. I forgot. I think it's around March to April about the private and seeds. So these are 5% from my allocation. So 5 million token at a time.
Yeah, and is that for the 5 million? Is that divided between the private and the seed?
Yes.
That's for both, right? And how much did you raise at the seed, and how much did you raise at the private?
Oh, okay. So actually, from a 5%, we raised from private is a 4% and 1% from seeds.
Okay, 1% was seed, 4% private.
Yes.
And how much did you get for the seed then?
So total we get around $300,000 US. So the price is 0.06 US. At the time it's a USDT.
Okay.
Yeah, because at the time I'm thinking about launching in a BNB, you know, because you know how's the situation with the market. Then now I decide to launch with the stable coin, BUSD, because it's gonna be on a BB20, so I use the BUSD. Okay,
perfect. Yeah, it's probably better that way because you won't be susceptible to the fluctuations of BNB, will you?
Yeah.
And you know, it's probably a good idea that you raise that money in a stable coin because you probably avoided this little bit of a dip we've had. So 300K at the seed, and what about private?
Sorry?
How much did you raise at private?
Oh, so private, I raised, you know, like 4%. So actually total is 5%. So private is for my friends. I got AV Stars Capital backing me up, and I got also several of my friends. Actually, they are not really into a crypto industry, but I talk with them, and they believe my vision and my long-term project. So they finally agreed to give me the funding. I mean, they become my investor. So like today, I just met with them. you know, like explain all about the roadmap. You know, like it's a gathering night for the investor. So yeah, that's all about it.
And did you raised money there, right? Or was this just used? Was just given away?
I raised money from the private and seeds, but you know, this is like a long-term project. I have to prepare everything. You know, like for the next Monday is gonna be a pre-sale on PinkSale, and there's gonna be a launch on Dex, Pancake Swap, and then I gonna need to show you know, the result to the tax, you know, like centralized exchange, because they need to see how's my charge going on, and that's one of the, you know, like requirement, not only for the listing fee. So yeah, I try to, you know, to make it happens with the all the investor money, and of course I put also my money in the project.
Okay, so just to confirm, then it was 300,000 USD for both private and seed rounds. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
So in total, 300K. Where did the seed investment come from? Where did you find those investors?
Actually, it's a gather from, you know, like Indonesian community, and then
Okay.
We me and my team, you know, like create some kind of like you know, I come to them, and then I explain my project, you know, actually it's similar like this AMA. So they ask me about my vision, about my project, or what kind of partnership you are looking for. So yeah,
Okay.
that's the way.
No problem. And just to clarify, it is off the top of my head, was it 5% unlock at token generation event for the private and seed investors?
Yes. So it's locked, and then it's vesting 5%, because it's kind of you know, it's make people worried, because you know, in a private and seeds, there are compared to a pre-sale, you know, like the minimum and maximum buy in pre-sale, you know, only like minimum is 50 BUSD, and the maximum is 1,000. So the vesting in pre-sale is 20%. Sorry, the release first they get 20%, and the vesting is 10%. So if I'm not making like 5% every 30 days, so people will be afraid the private and seed will, you know, like sell all their token, and you know, the chart will looks bad, and people is thinking, oh, this is gonna be another bad scenario in a crypto world. So I also explained with the investor, like today, I mean previous hour before, and actually all the people who agree and invest in a private and seeds, they know they only get 5% every month from their investing money.
Yeah. Okay. Just for 5% for private and seed, it's 5% unlocked at token generation event, and then 5% monthly.
Yes.
And then for pre-sale, it's 20% unlocked at token generation event, and then 10% monthly.
Yes.
Okay. And so how does that compare? So we had 5 million tokens for the seed and private, but 3 million for the pre-sale.
Yes.
Do you feel that the numbers for the seed and private are quite large in comparison to the pre-sale, or do you think that's acceptable because they're only going to be getting 5% unlocked each time?
Yeah, I think it's acceptable for me. I mean like they have like the bigger percentage, but they can only, you know, like sell at a time. I see compared to the pre-sale. But pre-sale, of course, it won't be interesting for people, you know, buy, and then they only have like 5% every month. So in
Yep.
Presale, we are finally agree that we give the first allocation is 20%, and the next 30-day cycle is 10%.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go through a little bit of these uses here with the rest of the supply then.
Yes.
I'm not going to go through everything, guys, in terms of audio unlocks, because you can see all that on PinkSale. If you want to delve into each wallet and see when they're unlocking, you can jump onto PinkSale and it'll tell you the date that the first unlock happens. So yeah, guys, you can dive into that yourselves if you want, but we'll go through a little bit of about why the supply has been set aside for what and how you intend to use it, if that's okay.
Yes. Yes.
So listing and liquidity. This is that Pancake Swap listing and liquidity?
Yes.
Okay, so that's going on to Pancake Swap. The ecosystem, that's all going to be going into as games come on board, I guess.
Yes.
As more games come on, you're going to add more supply to the ecosystem. Is that correct? Is that how you're going to do it?
Yes, that's correct.
And how do you intend to use the development and marketing tokens without creating sell pressure?
Okay, so for development, it's all goes for our developing. So like everything, we're gonna put the use case for the token itself, and our next long-term vision for Kuy itself. So we need the development. So I allocated 20%, and then for marketing, for right now. So I'm doing the marketing for the Kuy token, and we have in here, like several influencer, like in Indonesia, and also in not only Indonesia and several countries. And actually, we already allocate several for the marketing, and some of them is believing in my token. Even I got one crypto channel in Indonesia. I agreed to pay them with the token, but of course I'm gonna be investing because I don't want them to, once they get all the token, and they can sell everything, and it will affect the ecosystem. So that's
Okay.
the marketing, and of course the marketing also to pay to the listing exchanger, like checks, because I need the fund to be entering the centralized exchange for some kind of listing fee, something like that.
So this going back to this marketing, then that's more for supply and liquidity for centralized exchanges rather than selling the tokens to create marketing money. Have I got that right?
Yes, correct.
So more for liquidity than it is for marketing.
Yes.
Okay. Let's just talk about that influencer a minute that you spoke about, the Indonesian influencer that you've got on board. You've already agreed to the payment that they're going to receive, right?
Yeah, with my token. Yeah. So I'm really thank you. They're believing my project.
And can I ask a question here? How much supply have you agreed to give them?
So actually it's based on the so I have an agreement with them with the certain amount of money, and then I exchange, exchange into the token.
Okay, right. So
for example, maybe I agree with you. Let's say maybe $1,000. This is just an example, right? And then okay. I agree to do influencer or video stuff, $1,000, and then it's gonna be converted into a token. And I talk about the fasting also. So every month you will get how many token.
Yeah, understood. That's good. So you're going to basically buy the token to pay them, and then you are going to pay them in the token, and then obviously vest it and release it that way.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, and what about your business partnership? I'm guessing this is to do with crypto marketing and legacy capital, maybe, or is it something else?
Yes. It's not only for them, but we also have maybe like in the future we have another collaborate and all the business partnership with other party, and other company. So we allocate them.
Okay, and the team and advisor, how are you using that?
Team advisor, we actually it's for my team and my advisor, and then we're gonna be a lock. I think it's gonna a TG. I think 6 months, and then I think we get. I think every month is around like 5%. I forget.
Okay, so up until this point, when the team and advisor token supply unlocks, how are you funding everything up until then in terms of the team? Have you set aside money from the seed sale, or are you paying again out of pocket? Have you budgeted to 6 months up to that point?
No, I think right now I'm still mixing, because I need to to inform all the investor how the money goes. So I still now using with my own pocket money.
Okay, understood. So there's a bit of a release schedule here, guys. I didn't realize it was in the roadmap, in the white paper. So the team and advisors locked for 6 months, and then it unlocks 10% monthly. Ecosystem 0% at listing, and then it's unlocked 5% each month. Marketing 5% at listing, and then unlocked 5% each month. Business partnership 5 at launch, and then 10% quarterly. And then development 0%, 10% unlocked each month. Okay, yeah, Mark, have you got any questions on that or anything?
Yeah, just going back to the overall structure of the seed private and pre-sale and stuff. So you mentioned that you'd raised 300,000, which is obviously super impressive given the market conditions. How much have you spent so far? How much is left? And again, for pre-sale, no 75% is going towards LP, but what are you earmarking the rest of the funds for?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? I think it's a bit laggy in here.
Is it my microphone? Can you hear me okay?
It was okay my end.
Okay, yeah. So just on the funds that you've raised so far, so 300,000 that you raised at seed and private, how much of that budget have you got left, and what do you plan to use it for? And the same question for the pre-sale funds.
Okay, so we have previously 300K from our private and seeds, and I think we still have around now we still have around like 150 more. So we already used that like 50%, and then for the pre-sale, we're gonna be allocate like 75% into the liquidity.
Yep. Okay. Great. So you'll still have a healthy amount of money left post-launch. Then that's what I'm trying to get at.
Yes.
So hard cap of the pre-sale is 210,000.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Soft cap is 105, and then hard cap is 210,000 BUSD.
So say you manage to hit your hard cap, then you'll have roughly $200,000 left post-launch. What will be your plans initially and in the medium term to use those funds?
Preparing for like the Jack's listing, and then preparing also to add more and more publisher. Actually, that's my my medium vision.
Okay.
Have you been in talks with any centralized exchanges so far? I know you might not be able to discuss some things.
Yes,
you?
Yes, I discussed with several centralized exchange. Most of them, there's a two type. I don't know is it correct or not. One is just goes with the listing fee, and some others need to see the result on DEX. For me,
Yeah.
it could be like my I need to approve on my Pancake Swap chart. So after they see how it goes and see all the chart in CMC coin market cap, and then they will consider, and then we are gonna through more deep discussion with the exchange.
Okay. Have you discussed with any tier 1 exchanges yet?
I did talk with Maxi, and for Indonesia, I did talk with Indodax.
Okay.
Yeah, I also talked with several, like Bitmart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. I'm guessing this has probably been heavily marketed towards the Indonesian market for you to raise 300k at seed. And now you're turning your eyes to the global side. Would that be fair to say?
Yes, yes.
So what kind of marketing can we expect going forward, after your pre-sales a success, or let's say let's say you hit your soft cap or you hit your hard cap on the pre-sale, what can we expect in terms of marketing going forward? Or is that handed by Kryptonite?
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and jump in here. My name is Lee. I'm a representative for both Kryptonite Marketing and our partner firm, Legacy Capital. So we've been doing the marketing since pre-sale for this project. We've been doing marketing for a lot others, both pre and post launch. In terms of marketing, we typically try to, with any cryptocurrency, the success rate of it is kind of dependent on how many eyes are on it and how many people are exposed to the project. Therefore, when you see us doing marketing, it's never kind of like a unilateral kind of direction that we go with. We try to be as multifaceted as possible and hit all platforms. So you'll see us in Discords, you'll see us along various like Twitter communities and stuff, utilizing influencers across multiple platforms, as well as joining AMAs, just like this wonderful one. Thank you for hosting us again, by the way. So really with marketing, there is no just kind of uniform approach. And then we also like to specialize our marketing plans based upon what kind of space the particular project is in. So like for this one where it's a play to earn game, you'll see us in a lot of communities that are focused on gaming currencies. And then also like this project is something that kind of, if you noticed, has the developer at heart, and it kind of offers an entryway for developers to get into Web3. So you'll also see a little bit of specialization with that regard as well.
Cool, awesome. And can I ask you a question while you got you here, Lee? How do you feel about the hard cap in the current market situation?
I mean, I feel confident in that this project has a lot of potential, and it could definitely be something that if enough people also realize the potential of it, it can reach that cap. The one thing I can say for certain is that with the current market conditions, things are slightly uncertain, but that doesn't mean it's doomed to failure, because I've seen a lot less promising projects fill caps. It's, so it's just a matter of kind of whether or not people can get their eyes on it, kind of just going straight back to what we talked about with marketing. So we're trying to do that. And I feel as if, we keep having successful AMAs and stuff, and, we can kind of properly explain the project and show the communities that we're in, the vision for this project. I think it won't be a problem.
All right, good to know. And let's just say worst case scenario and the soft cap's not hit. What would be the plan then?
I mean, the plan is to keep on working towards this project and achieving the goals. It's not something that's just going to kind of be swept off the table should that cap not be hit. And I really don't see that being a problem. I'm fully confident in terms of the soft cap being hit.
Cool. Thank you very much, Lee, for your input, Woody.
Of course.
Mark, have you got any ask?
No, not personally. Let me just double check the chat. Just going back to the influence one, because David Hunter had a question on the influencer token allocation. Sorry, let me just build it up. Are you going to buy the token and release it to the influencer, or just take it from the supply?
So just repeat that, Mark, because there's a bit. You lagged out a bit, and then it went really quick.
Okay. Are you going to buy the token for this influencer and release it to them, or just take it from the supply?
No.
Yes. Oh, okay. So we are gonna release from the token, but actually it's already comes in our mind. But we are gonna be fasting to the influencer.
Okay. Yeah. Answer the question. Yeah.
Cool. Is there anything else that hasn't been picked up from the community, Mark?
No. It's a lot of questions focused towards the game, and I think we've covered that and explained the link and stuff. So, like you said, we don't need to go into the details of the game itself. So we're caught up to now.
I mean, I guess it's going to be the first game that releases into the ecosystem, isn't it? So it does have some relevance, I guess. But I guess in Edgart, you're not the guy who's designed the game, are you? So there's probably you can't answer on that.
Yeah.
So yeah, just to clarify, guys, like the idea is that Dekaron is the first game into the ecosystem that's going to utilize Kuy Token, and then the plan is to bring other game publishers into the ecosystem that are also going to utilize the token. The token itself is not designed as a one game token, if that makes sense. The token is being designed to be used by games. I think that kind of is a fair summary, would you say, Edgart?
Yes, that's correct.
Cool. Well, listen, I don't. If you've got time for maybe there's a couple of VC questions, but we'll finish the recording there. But before we do that, we have one final question that we like to ask in the Legit Crypto Lounge. But before we ask that, is there anything that you'd like to say that I might have missed out?
No, I'm all good.
No, all good, man. Okay, let's ask this the killer question then. We like to know in the Legit Crypto Lounge, and it gives a lot away about your projections and where you see the project going. But what we want to know is, at which point will this token become a success to you, or the project become a success to you? Did you catch that question?
No. Can you repeat again?
Yeah, there we go. Did you catch the question, Edgart?
He did.
No. Can you repeat the question? I think it's
of course. Yeah. So what we like to ask as the final question here is, at which point does the project or token become a success to you, in your mind?
Okay. So if I see like all the results from the pre-sale, the response in pre-sale, and then the response in DEX, Pancake Swap, and then of course the numbers of players who are gonna be playing in Dekaron. I think from that view, I can feel that this is our like a small step for our long journey, long visions, and I'm really confident that if I can bring that all succeed, then it's gonna be another step for me to prove with other project, and then I can like make a proof with other game publisher and game developer that, hey guys, this Kuy with Dekaron is like is hype, and they can use the Kuy like to entering the Web3. You wanted to add
Perfect.
something?
No, that's great, mate. It's
Yeah, okay.
I guess you're breaking it down to steps at a time, aren't you? So you'd like to see a successful pre-sale, get the token off to a launch, and then you'd like to get the game integrated and see more people on board.
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, let's finish the AMA there. Stop the recording. Edgart, if you've got time, feel free to stick around any questions in the VC. But other than that, Edgart, from the team as well, thanks for coming. Thanks for sharing the project.
Yeah, thank you for your time. And let me do the AMA with you guys. Yeah.
Thank you, Edgart.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Edgar, and thanks a lot for your input as well, Lee.